Hola familia. Welcome. Welcome. I'm going to wait a little bit before we start. How's everyone doing? Quick reminder that the chat is open. So if anyone wants to participate, you can ask questions. You can put it, I will try to keep my eyes open. Well, my eyes open, but when I can, I'll take a look at the chat. I won't keep my eyes on the chat constantly. But if there's any time that you have any questions, you're always more than welcome to just put it in the chat. For those of you who are on the Zoom, welcome. Hola. I am glad to see you guys here. So yeah, let me just mm, what am I trying to do? Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. So we're here. Okay, so let me introduce myself. I'm still trying to get all this going. So thank you all for your patience and thank you all for being here. So, buenos dias, good morning. My name is Comadre Cristal, and I'm an intuitive spiritual life coach. And that just means that I come on here to give you any advice or tips, any experience, strength, and hope, just to help you on your own spiritual healing journey. So, always take what you like, leave the rest. The way I do the Comadreando coaching sessions is I bring in spirit to see what it is the topic that we need to talk about. So whatever's coming up in everyone's lives, I bring in your spirit team, my spirit team. So if you come across this video, there's a message here for you. These messages are always timeless. So even if you're not catching this live, there is something for you in the messages. Um, Announcements. So I do want to briefly go through really quick announcements just because I want to get that out of the way. So I do have a new moon workshop coming up on the 5th of this month. So on Friday, depending where you're located. But it would be the July 5th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So come check out the new moon workshop. This workshop is all about using the energy of the new moon to really bring in your manifestations, to bring in your goals, to bring in what it is that you want to come into fruition. And then the full moon workshop that I have is going to be July 18th at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So again, that is all about using the full moon's energy to really bring in what it is that you need to release. What is it that's holding you back from really being the best version of yourself? And then the following dates are for the Comadreando coaching sessions that I have live on YouTube. As always, I do have the availability for you to get a Zoom link if you want to have the one-on-one available to you afterwards. As a reminder, the first half, I just focus on the Comadreando coaching. I channel the messages, I bring in whatever has to be said and done. And then from there, afterwards, I leave it open on the Zoom room for any Q&A. And so if you want the Zoom link, don't forget to go on the website on www.lyncomadre, LYNCOMADRE.com for you to register for whichever Comadreando session works for you. Reminder, when you do that, I also do send you worksheet so that way you can continue to reflect on the conversation that we had today. So, Comadreando sessions that we have coming up this month. Other than today, we have the next one on the 15th at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then the last one for this month will be the 29th of July at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then for my familia que habla español, I'm excited because I've been doing this as well for my Spanish speaking comadres, compadres and comextres, and those are on the 10th at 12 p.m. and the 23rd at 9 a.m. So if you have any family or friends who speak Spanish and have just been wanting to find their own thing, you're more than welcome to invite them to these dates. Or just share my YouTube, share the live, whatever works for you. With that being said, I do have meditations that I have been posting up every week. So if you're looking for a meditation, go check out the meditation. I have a playlist and my podcasts. Yeah, I have a amount of resources for you, available for you for your healing journey. This it's been rough for some people. You know, I've had a few coaching sessions this last couple weeks, and it's been rough. It's been rough for a lot of us. And but we're doing it. And so if you just know you're doing it. I'm here for you to support you in any way I can. Um Again, all of the stuff on YouTube is donation based. It's there. I mean, you don't even have to donate. It's the offer's always there. For my one-on-ones, if you are struggling, I'm also happy to work on a sliding scale or make payment plans if you want to purchase one of the programs. Okay, those are all my announcements. Let us begin. So I have my tea, I have my water because, it's gonna be a good session today. So reminder, I have two things going on. I have my live streaming going on YouTube, and I have people on my um Zoom. So if you have any questions throughout the reading, please don't hesitate. Put it in the chat. I will be able to answer it as soon as I see it. But yes, I am here to guide you all. And so yes, we'll start off with bringing in spirit, bringing in the channeled messages, and then after that, as always, I will end it with a guided meditation just to help you bring in whatever energy this you're needing, and to see what I don't know. We'll see what this topic is about today because it's all about the collective energy. So before we begin, let's get grounded. As you all know, I like to get grounded with the 3, 3, and 3. We inhale for 3 seconds, hold for 3 seconds, and release for 3 seconds. And as always, I want you to do more than just breathe. I want you to imagine that when you're inhaling, you're breathing in love, light, positivity, everything and anything you want to hear and need to hear. Fire and butterflies is what I like to call it. And when you hold, I want you to imagine that all of that is just traveling all over your body. And then when you exhale, imagine that you're releasing and letting go of everything negative, all that gunk, all of whatever's holding you down, holding you back. Just let that shit go. So yeah, we'll do that 3 times. I'll walk you through it and then I'll dive in. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and take a deep breath in. Hold, release. Another deep breath in. Hold, release. Last one, make it count. Deep breath in. Hold, and release. Okay. So let's see what's going on. What's going on? Okay. So I do see that many of the a lot of the energy right now that the collective or the familia is going through is like there's like this balance of you all wanting to find balance between your your movement and your resting. There's this it's so funny because like it's like with the energies that have been happening that I don't know if you have all been feeling these energies shifting and moving. And I always say this because it's literally we're always constantly moving. So if you're not moving with the universe, the universe will leave you behind. And a lot of you are feeling that. A lot of you are feeling this like I need to move and yet I want to rest. It's like your body is not okay, I'm hearing that for many of you, your physical body is tired and drained, and you're just like, why can I get this energy that I need? Because you are mentally and emotionally you're just like, I gotta go. I gotta get things done. I can't sit still. I cannot stop. I don't have time to get sick, is what I just heard. And so that's where the lot of you are facing that balance of how to manage taking care of yourself while also moving and hustling and bustling and grinding and doing what you got to do. I'm also seeing like this balance of the working hard so you can play hard, because here's the thing, I'm hearing that many of you, actually it's so funny, many of you are in both extremes. Many of you are in the extreme of you've just been working hard and you haven't made time to play, and many of you have been playing a little too hard and you need to start like reeling it back in. It's all about balance. It really is all about balance. You cannot have one without the other. You really can't. And so this is one of the challenges that many of La Familia are facing, is just like, how do I find this balance between the two? How do I find this balance of taking care of myself while also really getting the things I need to get done? And how can I have fun while also enjoying and taking care, like it's all about the balance. And so the thing is that for many of you there is this fear, like there's this lingering fear in the back of your mind of it's not going to work out, or there's this fear that you're going to fall back to your old ways. There's fear that if I don't do this, then it's not going to get better, or I'm just going to fall back to repeating patterns, or I'm just going to go back and doing what I used to do. And so that has been really playing a role in why you have been feeling unbalanced, because I'm hearing that for many of you, you are basing your energy levels off fear. It's like you're doing things based out of fear, based out of despair, based out of um, not feeling like you have any other choice. So so going back to taking care of yourselves, I'm hearing the idea of, if I have to take care of myself, it's like, but if I make time for that, I won't have time to do what I need to do, or these expectations. And spirit's like, like you cannot operate out of fear, because many of you are operating out of fear. It's like you're doing things because it's not because you internally want to, it's because your ego is like, this is what you need to do. You need to do this. You need to have this. And so, yeah, that is why many of you are facing those fears. It's your ego of that. Yeah. Yeah, it's fear. I see a lot of fear. I see a lot of fear. But the one thing that's really coming up, especially when you get in your fear, spirit is reminding you to really just look at the I used to hate when people used to tell me this. So I say this really with like also understanding how it feels receiving this. But really look at the bright side of things. Look, really start focusing more on what you do have. For many of you, there's the stuck of like, well, I don't have what I want. I want this, I want this, I want this. And spirit is like, why don't you focus on what you have? And then once you focus on what you have, that's when you're going to find the balance in all of this. Because the thing is that I'm hearing that many of you are chasing this idea of what it's going to mean to be happy, what it's going to mean to be able to take care of yourself, what it's going to mean. Like, it's like you have this idea of, if I have this, then I will be happy. If I have that, then my life will be balanced. If I make more money, then things will make more sense. If I get the job that I've been looking for, then my life is going to get better. It's not. I mean, not to sound so harsh and not to sound like a Debbie Downer, but it's not. Because here's the thing, more money, more problems. Different job, different set of problems. The thing is that no matter what, if the universe does bring you what it is that it's going to make you happy, this idea of make you happy, if you are not happy within yourself, if you don't even know how to find this balance, it's never going to get better. And you have to find balance. So I'm really hearing like that's going to be the topic of today, is what's out of balance? How can we recenter ourselves? How can we realign ourselves? Because I really do feel that many of us are being pulled in so many directions, and there's this feeling of, yeah, this feeling of fear, this feeling of like, if I don't do this, I'm gonna get better, it's gonna get worse. And okay, so familia, let's just breathe. Let's just breathe through it. That's all we can do, is just breathe through it. So, so yeah, that's really what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing. Again, remember the chat is open, so if you want to share or say anything, I'm always happy to help or answer any questions. Um, but yeah, so let's go in. Let's see what's going on. What is the blockage to this balance? What's going on? What is it that spirit really wants us to talk about? What kind of experience, strength, and hope can I give you in regards to finding your balance? Oh, balance. Balance, that's a good one. That really is a good one. I don't think we understand the importance of balance. At least I didn't, that's for sure. For the longest time, I never understood the importance of balance. And now here I am explaining it. That's a trip. Okay. So we have the Four of Cups with the sun underneath the deck. Okay. So we got the okay, yeah. Oh, I love it. So I have someone in the chat in my Zoom asking, what are the tools and ways to get back in center? I got you. I got you. That's we're gonna talk about that. Oh, so so before we get into the tools, I really want to talk about why you're in this in the first place. Because for many of you, Spirit's telling me that it's even understanding like, holy shit, like yes. I didn't even know I was off balance. I had no idea this was going on. And that's because for many of you, there's this reevaluation. The Four of Cups is all about reevaluating. Um, it's so interesting that this is happening right now too. We are officially in the middle of the year. We're in July. We're halfway done through the year. Halfway done. It is mind-blowing for me. I don't know if it's mind-blowing for all of you, but it's mind-blowing for me. And the thing is that usually what happens, and again, with all these energies and all the shifts that are happening, many of us are coming to this place of reflection of, is it's the half years that the year we're in the halfway mark. Is my year where I wanted it to be? Am I going where I need to be? Like, and so you've been starting to reevaluate all of this. And because you're reevaluating, you are now starting to get yourself overwhelmed with emotions of like, this isn't what I wanted to do. It's like, I'm hearing that for many of you, you started the year now with New Year's resolutions. It doesn't feel like New Year's resolutions because, new year, new me. For many of you, I did feel like that was the case. But for many of you, you really stepped into this year saying, this is going to be the year I'm going to get this stuff done. I have these goals, I have these aspirations. This is good. This is it. This is it. And now here we are, July 2nd. And many of you are like, what? Where did the year go? We're halfway there. Wait, where are my goals? Let me look for my goals. So that's what's causing a lot of this havoc is the fact that now you're just like, oh my goodness, the year flew by. I don't know. Am I doing what I was supposed to be doing? Am I on the right track? Am I am I taking care of myself? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? And it's just like, oh my gosh, a lot of you are just in. I mean, I hate to say it like this harsh, but you're in your feelings a lot of it. And that's not a bad thing. Feeling the feelings is important. So please do not avoid feeling your feelings. The thing is that a lot of the feelings that are coming up is that what I was talking about, that despair. You're being mean to yourself. You're being critical to yourself. It's like I'm hearing some of you are like, gosh, it's been half a year and what do you have to show for it? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about what you have to show for it. Look back and look at how much you've lived. And that's the thing. If you are reflecting and you're not seeing that you have been living your life, then that's where spirit's inviting you to look for that balance. Because for many of you, it's like, again, you are getting attached to this idea of the outcome, that you're getting that. It's so funny. And this is, I know this is going to sound really weird, but this is how spirit's telling me to tell you. You're attached to your goals. You're attached to your manifestations. And the thing is, it's not like, attachment is not a bad thing, but it's also not a really good thing, because there, even with attachments, we have to find balance. You cannot get yourself attached to it so desperately, because it's like you're going to end up suffocating your goal. Goals, dreams, manifestations, it's, you put it out there, you create, then you create a plan, and then you move forward with it. But for many of you, it's like you have the goal, but you're not seeing the steps that you have been working towards to achieve that. And so, trust. Oh my, I say this all the time. Trust, flow, surrender, let go. That is how you're going to achieve your goals. You got to trust that your goal is going to come into fruition. You got to just go with the flow, surrender your path, and let go of what you cannot control. And so that is really a lot of what's keeping you all in this stagnant place, because you're reevaluating everything about yourself. You're reevaluating your life, you're reevaluating your relationships, you're reevaluating what, how, for many of you, looking down, I'm also seeing like you're reevaluating how to even take care of yourself. It's like, well, how do I take care of myself? Have I been taking care of myself? And a lot of this is really putting you in this place of grief, in this place of feeling sadness. Again, I keep sensing disappointment. And I don't know if it's it, because this is a collective energy. I do feel like there's some that there's disappointment in yourself, and then there's some that's disappointed in the universe. Like, it's like there's this feeling of, I've been doing all of this, why am I not seeing results? Why am I not seeing things different? And so there's that disappointment in God, or higher power, or the universe, creator, spirit, source, whatever it is that you believe in. And so that's why it's really causing this feeling of imbalance, because now you've been wanting to do one extreme or the other extreme. It's like you're trying to make up. Um, and with the sun underneath the deck, as you're in your head, as you're reevaluating, as you're like stuck all in your feelings and your emotions, again, focus on what you have. You don't have what you want. I understand that, but you have what you need. You have what you need. Practice more gratitude. Look at what you have, and embrace it, and say thank you. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, universe. Thank you, Creator. Again, higher power, whatever it is that you connect to in this deeper level. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for what I have, bringing me more of what I need. And I promise you, it's going to come into fruition, but you have to just start focus. You have to detach with love from your goals, your whatever it is that's keeping you feeling like, if you need to, in order to accomplish this, you need to do this. It's like, let go of all of that. Focus on connecting with yourself. The sun is also like another beautiful reminder, depending on where you're at the world, because I do have a few of my familia from other parts of the world. I'm so blessed and grateful. Like, I love you all, but depends on where you're at. Because I'm in California, and because I'm in the States, I will say summer solstice, like summer just passed. Like, we're in summer. Go outside more. For those of you who are in other parts of the world, go outside more regardless, because you still need to connect with the sun. You still need to soak in that sun. The sun will energize you. The sun will give you what it is that you need. Now, be safe. I'm also not telling you go out, especially for those of you in the States. And depending where you're at, we're going through some intense heat waves. So be safe. Drink lots of water while you're going out there in the sun, but it's just literally go outside, even if it's for a minute or two. Just go out there, let the sun, like, soak up those sun energy, those sun rays, and then just keep moving forward and say, okay, Let me just move in the direction I need to move forward. Because if for many of you, this I am seeing that for many of you, the reevaluations, when you get stuck in your head, when you start thinking, overthinking, am I doing this? Am I doing this the right way? What am I doing? Like, that's when you're inside. That's when you're bored. So when you're bored, you get in trouble. Don't get like find ways to get busy, because the more busy you are, the less problems you will create in your head, the less you will have to try to feel like you need to solve everything or have the solutions to everything. Because that's another thing that Spirit's telling me, that's why many of you have been feeling this energy of imbalance, is because you want to have the solutions. You just want to, you want someone to just tell you, like, it's funny because I just heard for many of you, you've been praying and you're waiting for this like moment of either an angel's going to come in front of you, or the state you believe in, or like, it gets funny. I'm really seeing this specifically. Like, you're expecting this um manifestation to show up in front of you and say like, yes, child, this is what's going to happen, and blah 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 blah. Doesn't work that way. I mean, for many of you, you can when you're meditating, but again, you have to go into a meditative state to receive those answers. When you are praying and praying and praying and waiting for the answers, that's your ego. Just because you're looking for the answers you want. You need to look for the answers you need. And you're going to find those answers when you least expect it. And it's going to be when you're outside. Get out of your house, get out of your room, get out, just get out, because many of you are like, that's again, you're stuck inside, and that's why this reevaluations just keep happening. This boredom is happening. So if you have been feeling bored, do more. Go do stuff, because it will help. It really will. Okay. So now moving on to the tools, because I mean, that was already one tool that I gave you. Just go outside more. Find this balance in getting yourself out more. Because I do feel that this is Spirit's telling me for many of you specifically, um, plan out your day. Like, look at your day and look at how busy you are, and what tasks during your day you don't really need to do. Like those tasks can wait. Um, So, for example, for the familia who's always go, 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 and you have been feeling your body trying to tell you to slow down and trying to tell you to stop, I encourage you to look at your schedule and look at the tasks, look at the things. And if there's something there that you're just like, I don't have this energy, I don't want to do this right now. I don't need to do this, then don't do it. And set boundaries. If it's helping other people and you just don't have the energy to help them, set those boundaries and tell them, I can't, I cannot. And I know I just heard that for many of you. It's hard. It's hard to say no. It's hard to step up and say, I can't do this. Practice. It takes a little bit at a time, but really looking at, because the moment you can start setting those boundaries, it will help create that balance for many of you. Because for many of you, I really do see you all as yes people, and and I say this lovingly because I am a yes person too. Trust me. I say yes to a lot of things without even thinking sometimes, and then it comes back and bites me in the butt. I've learned the hard way. And so what Spirit's really trying to say is, you don't have to stop saying yes. You could still be a yes person. You just have to evaluate your energy levels of saying, do I have the energy for this? Do I have the capacity for this? And if the answer is truly no, then don't do it. I know you're going to feel bad. I know that you're going to feel like a bad person. You're going to feel selfish. Don't, because your body is literally screaming for you to slow down and to stop. And then for the familia on the opposite end who just feel like they have nothing going on and they're bored, again, incorporate more things into your life. Go outside just for a little bit. Do more things. Connect with a friend. Like, just really find ways to get out of this funk that we're in. Because if you don't, it's not going to go away on its own. So really that's one of the tools is just reevaluate your own day and look at how you can incorporate more self-care, um, how you can incorporate more activities that bring you joy is what Spirit's telling me, like more things that make you happy. And it doesn't have to be extravagant. It could be a little thing like lighting a candle. Spirit just said for some of you, light a candle. If it warms your heart, light a candle. That's all, and you that will shift the energies. I always have candles light. I lit. I always have incense burning. Like I'm always moving energy because I have to. Because if I don't, it gets intense. It really does. Okay, so let's ask Spirit about any more tools. Any tools or ways to get back in alignment with yourself, or back in center, or back into the balance. Balance, balance, balance. Let's see what tools, Spirit, what tools? What tools? Mm. We got the King of Swords, the Throne of Knowledge, with the Nine of Pentacles underneath the deck. So I love the fact that the Nine of Pentacles came up, because the Nine of Pentacles always makes me think like you're the one who can do it. And it just cracks me up because my spirit team is always so sassy, and I have a lot of other familia members who their spirit teams are sassy. And this is the sass coming out of like you're going to be the one who does it. Stop waiting for someone to come and solve it for you. Stop waiting for this idea of this thing's gonna make me happy, or this once I have this I'll be happy, once I have that I'll be balanced. It's like, no, it has to start within you. You are self-sufficient. You are the person who can make it happen. So again, let it begin with me, let it begin with you. Like you want to find center, you want to find peace, you want to find serenity, has to start within you. And the way to do that is with the King of Swords, which is all about the throne of knowledge. You've been doing it. You have been doing it. For many of you, there, for many of you, I'm hearing that you've been doing it, you just didn't know. And so be aware that you have been finding ways to find balance. And a lot of this is taking a look at what works for you. Again, for all of you in the familia, you have made it to where you're at today thanks to all of your hard work. Yes, you've had people, you've had support. Many of you feel like many of you had to do it by yourself. Like you didn't even have people or support. So again, if you've been doing the work, keep going. Just be aware that when you get into this funk, you're not going to be in this funk forever, because that's what's causing this reevaluation, is that many of you are getting in your heads and thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not where I want to be. Oh my gosh, this is not the life I want. Oh my gosh, I need to do better, I want to be better. And it's just like the King of Swords is letting me know, but you have been, you've been doing it. You're overthinking it, because again, you like this person is like standing on top of what they're building. Like, there's a lot of other like little canopies in the back, and they're done, they're built, they're beautiful, but this person, they're standing on their ground and they're building it, because that's what it is. You get to build it, you get to make it your own. And so it really is about finding ways for you to do something that works for you. So ideas that Spirit's telling me for you to be more in balance. Again, find ways to take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself is one that I keep hearing, because familia, many of you are put yourselves at the end. Many of you put yourselves at the very end. No, don't put yourself at the end. Put yourself first. And I know it's not easy. I know it's easier said than done, but believe me, it is absolutely worth it. So find ways to take care of yourself. In my program, Unlocking Your Inner Comadre, I talk about self-care in module 4. So if you haven't downloaded that journal, be sure to download that journal. It's free on my website, no strings attached. It's a journal that you get to use and work in whatever way that works for you. So in that module 4, it's all about amate, cuídate, comadre, which is translated to love yourself, take care of yourself. Compadre, comextre for, my folks who identify as males or non-binary. But anyways, in this module, I break down self-care into 4 pillars. And so it's important for you to look at your 4 pillars: your emotional pillar, your mental pillar, your physical pillar, and your spiritual pillar. You have to find ways to take care of all of these 4 pillars, because if you don't, you're not balanced. Because that's what balance is. Balance is being able to handle, like on a table, there's 4 legs. And if one leg is removed from the table's still going to stand. It's not going to stand very sturdy, because if we lean on one too much, it's going to fall. 2 legs, I don't think it could balance if we find a really good way of balancing it, but it makes it harder. And then one table with one leg, it's not going to stand. It's not. It's just not. Unless again, it it's it can actually. Spirit just showed me this image of like a table with it, like one thing in the middle, and it can. But how sturdy is that? If I lean on it too much on one side, it's going to end up falling. So that's why I'm saying, like, find ways to take care of your 4 pillars. Find ways to take care of yourself. Um, so that's one of the tools to find your balance. Another balance is, again, just be those boundaries. Focus on those boundaries when it comes to finding balance of, for many of you, I'm being told you have to find a good balance between work and fun, like a work-life balance, because for many of you, you're working, and you're not making time for fun. And I just heard, okay, and I know that, Spirit. And it's so funny, because I also understand that for many of you, you have been looking at fun with dollars, like dollar tags, like price tags behind it. Like, I see a lot of dollar signs right now. So I understand that there's also this fear of financial resources, because the economy is terrible right now. Everything is hard, and I hear you. Here's the thing: fun does not have to cost a penny. Like, going outside doesn't cost you anything. Just go outside and you will find something to do. The thing is that, again, finding ways that you can take care of yourself that can be cost effective. It doesn't have to be go get a massage, or go get your nails done, or go get a haircut. Yes, those are ways of self-care, but you don't have to do those. And if you do, I promise you, the universe does provide for you. Oh, it's so funny. Spirit wants me to share this experience. So I want to get a tattoo. And for the local folks here in Modesto, California, the Moon Soul Metaphysical store that I participate at, and I facilitate meditations at, and I do my workshops there. Um, we're having an event on this Saturday, and we have a tattoo artist there who's doing little mini tattoos. And I told the universe, I was like, okay, universe, I want to get a tattoo, but I also need to prioritize my house, my kids, the food, the bills. And thank you for helping me pay for that. Thank you for all of that financial abundance. Um, I want a tattoo though. However, I don't know if I could get a tattoo. So if you bring me the financial resources, I'll get a tattoo, and I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, you guys. Literally, that morning, after I said that little prayer, someone donated $25. And I was just like, oh my God, thank you. And that's like I was just like, so again, if you want something, ask the universe. The universe will provide it. And if the universe does not provide it, it's because that's not what you need. That's what you want. It's not what you need. I wanted a tattoo. Clearly, Spirit thinks I need a tattoo. So I'm going to get another tattoo. And I'm just grateful for it. So that's the way I'm talking about of finding your balance, especially when you're looking for when you think self-care means money. It can't, like, things do cost. I'm not saying they don't, but you can be very specific. If you're looking for more ways to stay grounded, meditations. There's so many meditations out there on YouTube. There's so many meditations out, like, just on Spotify. Hello, I facilitate meditations. So it's anything that really works for you, just find it and put it out there and then be open to receiving. Because for many of you, you're again, I keep seeing this attachment to this is what I want. And spirit is like, but I'm going to give you what you need. I'm not going to give you what you want. I'm going to give you what you need. And once you really start shifting your focus on being grateful for what you have, being grateful for what you have is what you need, things are going to open up for you. But I really do see this idea of you have to be the one doing the work. You have to be the one putting in the effort. Um, find Put it out to the universe, spirit, God, universe, source. I want to be grounded more. I want to find balance in my life. Help me. And it'll come. It really will come. You just have to be open for it. So meditations is one of the things I said. A lot of it for you all is just getting out of your mindset of it having to cost money. It doesn't have to cost money to find this balance and center yourself. Um, for many of you, I'm also seeing again time. Make time. Like, set those boundaries. Make time for yourself. Make time. Even if it's 5 minutes, it doesn't like one spirit wants me to share one of my own experiences of what I started doing not too long ago. Um, I purposely was just like, okay, because I also felt my life out of balance a few weeks back, and I was like, what is happening? Like, why am I out of balance? Like, where's all this feelings coming from? And I finally oh, you know what? Maybe if I make 5 minutes a day to just breathe and sit, just 5 minutes. And I set a timer in the beginning. I really did because I was just like, I don't got time. I don't like, let's go. But I was like, you know what? Fine. 5 minutes. So I started setting a timer for 5 minutes, and now I could do a whole meditation for 20 minutes without having to feel rushed, and I do feel more centered. Yes, things are still happening. Yes, I'm still being pulled in many directions. However, I always keep finding my center. So breathing, Spirit just shared, like, that's another thing to help you really find balance. Just breathe. I know it sounds like a really weird tool, but I promise you it does work. You just put your hand over your heart and breathe. Just breathe. When you start to feel chaos, when you start to feel overwhelmed, when you start to feel in your feelings and you start to feel like you're just falling into this pit, is what I'm hearing from many of you. Put your hand over your heart and just breathe. Just breathe. Breathe. Okay. Um, Yeah, those are all the tools I'm seeing that can help. I mean, there's plenty of more tools, don't get me wrong, but I also don't want to overwhelm all of you because yeah, many of you can easily get overwhelmed. Oh, the moon. Use the moon. The moon's energy is a beautiful energy to really just help you release and set intentions. So be sure to come join my workshops coming up this month. That will help you. Okay. Yeah, that's all. That's all I'm seeing here. Just another thing, believe in yourself. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. Believe in your like self-doubt is a real thing. And I do see a lot of self-doubt here. Believe in yourself. You can absolutely do it. So let's end this with your cheesemate. Oh my God, this is so good. We have the lovers with the 6 of Cups underneath the deck. Love, love, love is such a powerful, powerful sort of energy. It's one of the best energies I have ever felt, and it's one of the best energies that I actually I work with. Like, it's one of my values. I don't work with anything outside of love. Like, love is a value of mine. And love is such a beautiful thing. And your spirit team wants you to know that you are so absolutely loved. You are loved. There's love all around you. I know sometimes you don't feel it, but it's there. It really is. And the thing is, and what spirit really wants you to do, especially with the lovers coming up, that love, you need to also find it within yourself. Because many of you on your journeys of life have depended on others for love. It's like, well, if so and so would love me, then I could, like, of course I would love myself. Or if no, like, if they love me, then it'll be easier for me to love myself. And it doesn't have to be that way. You get to love yourself first, and always you. And really seeing that the love is around you. I said this literally to a comadre, a familia member the other day, and I told her, when you show up for you, the universe shows up for you. It happens every time. When you start to love yourself, when you start to put yourself first, when you start to really harness your love for you, the universe will show up. God will show up for you and love you even more. So really harness this love, harness loving yourself, harness loving others. Because with the Six of Cups underneath the deck, I'm really seeing that for many of you, there's been resentments, there's been um, anger, there's been sadness, there's been nostalgia, there's been grief that you've been holding on to from people in your past. And here's the thing, that's energy too. If you have someone that you're angry at, if there's someone that you really don't like, and you just keep sending that energy to them, the energy is coming right back at you. Because again, how you show up is how the universe shows up for you. You can call it karma, you can call it whatever you want. I just call it exchange of energy because that's what it is. And so if loving yourself has been a challenge, if loving yourself has been a chore, is what I'm hearing from many of you, start it from the outside. The people that you don't like, the people that have hurt you, and I say this very lightly because because again, this is a collective. Everyone's on a different path. And I know that there's some people who have hurt you and you're just like, I don't want to apologize to them. I don't want to forgive them. I don't want them to apologize to me. I don't want to do that. I understand. I'm never gonna say, you need to go and forgive everyone, especially people who have hurt you. Like, that's hard. That is absolutely hard. What I am telling you is, when you start slowly releasing them and letting go of that energy that is still attaching you to them, you will start to feel lighter and you will start to feel better. Because for many of you, you are carrying those weights, you are carrying those resentments, you are carrying those ill feelings. And so the more you carry that, you're not opening up space for that true love to come in. And a lot of this is from your past. So what spirit's really wanting you to do is just bless them. Bless them, change me. That's my mantra that I say for everyone, for everything. Bless them, change me. Someone does something I don't like, bless them, change me. I bless everyone. Like it's just an easier way of living, because if you just keep sending that energy, you're taking away energy from yourself. So love yourself. There's so much love around you. I love you. God loves you. Spirit loves you. Just love. Love, love, love. It's there. That is one of the most beautiful energies to work with. It is one of the most beautiful energies to give out. It is one of the most beautiful energies to receive. Love. Start with love. I know it sucks to say love the people you don't like, but love them. You don't have to like them. Trust me, I don't like everyone, but I sure as heck love them. Because why not? So, yes, that's your cheeseman. Mm. So overall message here, be again with you looking for your balance, because with all of this, whatever you're going through, if you're feeling out of whack, if you're feeling out of whack, you know what I'm trying to say. If you really, because that's exactly what many of you feel like. You just feel all sorts of like, ah, breathe, breathe, find ways to take care of yourself, find ways to set those boundaries so you can take care of yourself. Love yourself, love the people around you. Just focus and put all the energy into love. That is how you'll find balance. Okay. Oh, that was so good. Okay. So let's do this quick guided meditation. And then I will leave it open. Well, after the meditation, I will close the streaming. And then for those of you who are on the Zoom, I will be available for any Q&A if you have any Q&A. And then as a reminder, thank you so much for being here. This is donation based. So if you are able to help donate, this helps me keep this running, helps me continue to serve everyone regardless of their financial situation, because I do provide services and a sliding scale, but I only am able to do that because of people who can't help. This is all collective. We're all in it to help each other. So for those of you who have donated, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. I bless you, and may everything return to you 10 times. And for those of you who can't, I love you. I bless you, and may everything that you need be sent to you. Okay, let's get this meditation going. Get comfortable, get water if you need to. Um, and we will start. Okay. Sorry, you all know me. I got to get my music going. Okay. So whenever you're ready, I want you to go ahead and close your eyes and take a deep breath in, all the way in. Hold and release. Let it all go. Another deep breath in, all the way in. Hold and release. Let it all go. Last one, make it count. Biggest breath you've taken all day, all the way in. Hold. Release. Let it all go. Drop your shoulders, relax your body. Just focus on your breathing in and out. Any thoughts, let them go. I want you to imagine that in front of you is the most beautiful bonfire you've ever seen. It's your inner fire. So there's no right or wrong to this. We're going to use your imagination. We're going to connect with our inner fire. And the way we connect is by using our 5 senses. So we're going to start with our sight to see all the details of your fire. What color is your fire? What are the flames doing? We're going to connect to the smell of your fire. What does your fire smell like? We're going to connect to the hearing. So we're going to listen to your fire. What sound comes out from your fire? What do you hear? We're going to connect to taste. If your fire had a taste, what would your fire taste like? And we're going to connect with the fifth set, and it's feel. Touch. If you could touch your fire, what would it feel like? Can you feel the heat? I want to challenge you and also think about how it makes you feel looking at your fire. What emotion are you having right now? Where are you at currently with your emotions? Breathe in and out. Any other thoughts? Let them go. I want you to imagine that now from this beautiful fire comes out the most beautiful butterfly you've ever seen. This is your inner butterfly. And they're flying towards you, leaving this white veil of protection behind it. And it's circling around you, covering you up in a cocoon of protection. And as it circles around you, covering you up in this cocoon, it lands on the top of your head, leaving all this energy of protection down your face, down your spine, down your arms, down your hips, down your legs, down your feet, down to the roots of Mother Earth. You are connected above and below. You are safe in your cocoon. Relax. If you feel tension in any body part, breathe into it and let it go. Any thoughts, let them go. Breathe in and out. I want you to think about what you have been reevaluating about your life, about your year. What are the things that you're not happy about? And just hand them over to your butterfly. Think about it and give it to your butterfly. Whatever it is, hand it over. Just give it to your butterfly. Imagine your butterfly just sucks it up from your body. As you think about these things, and if you feel them in your body, I want you just to breathe into them and imagine that your butterfly is sucking up that pain, that ache from your body part. Breathe in and out. I'm sending you energy, so just breathe in and out. You are safe. Give them to your butterfly. Your fears, your despair, your self-doubt. I invite you all to go ahead and inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. butterfly is now flying back into the bonfire. I want you to imagine it taking all of your worries, everything you handed over, all of this reevaluation, all of these thoughts back into the fire. I want you to see all of this just burn away up into smoke. Just feel the lightness in your body. Feel how lighter you feel. Just breathe in and out. Any other thoughts, let them go. I want you to imagine now that from this beautiful bonfire comes out your higher self, walking right towards you. I want you to see all of the details of this person, how they look, what they're wearing, the confidence they carry themselves with, the love that they have, the knowledge. And they come right in front of you, give you a big hug full of love. And as they give you a hug, they are sending you all of this energy of love, all of this energy of forgiveness, all of this energy of perseverance, all of this energy that you have been asking for. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. I want you to repeat after me in your head or out loud. I am capable. I am strong. I have everything I need. I am capable. I am strong. I have everything I need. I am capable. I am strong. I have everything I need. Just sit with these feelings, these words, these affirmations. How does it feel to be strong? How does it feel to be capable? How does it feel to have everything you need? Breathe in and out. It's time to ask your higher self any question you have, and just listen to the answer coming from your higher self. Breathe in and out. It's time for your higher self to go back into the bonfire. So they're walking back. And as they walk back, just sit with these feelings, sit with all of this. Feel how full of love, how full of strength, how full of energy you are. It's time to start putting your bonfire away. There's no right or wrong to this. Put it away. You can come back to it whenever you want to. It's always inside of you. And when you're ready, I invite you all to go ahead and take a deep breath in, all the way in, hold, start bringing motion back to your body, feelings back in. You can stretch, crack your neck. And whenever you're ready, if you haven't done so already, go ahead and open your eyes. And we are done. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Um, yeah, I will send, so I will, well, for those of you who are on YouTube, thank you for being here. Be sure to catch the other YouTube live streams that I will be having the rest of the month. They're all up there, so just hit the little notification bell. I've already made my announcements. Again, once again, thank you so much for being here. I love you all. And yeah, now I'm going to open it up for Q&A. So I'll stop streaming. And yes, so give me a moment. Let me stop streaming. And for all of you that are on YouTube, I am sending you all so much fire and butterflies. And as always, don't forget, love your now.